I am Sharifa Kairos, project scientist. I am going to present on my work on PSPL interfacing and PL design for data with conversion. This is the Li-Fi network. From PC, that video data is sending via Ethernet to the processing system of Zing SoC and processing system to programmable logic interfacing using AXI protocol. Then programmable logic data is sending to live filing and data is received back to the programmable logic. Then programmable logic to processing system interfacing using AXI protocol and processing system to PC data is sending through Ethernet. In this processing system to programmable logic, my work is processing system to programmable logic interfacing using AXI protocol and PDPL design for data with conversion from 32 to 1 bit at the transmitter side and the receiver side data with conversion from 1 to 32 bit and the PL to PS interfacing using AXI protocol. PSPL interfacing design. In this, processor and DDR memory controller are contained within the Zing PS side. Then AXI DMA and PL design are contained within the Zing PL side. And AXI Light Bus allows processor to communicate with the DMA to set up, monitor and initiate the data transfer. Then AXI MM2S and AXI S2MM are memory mapped AXI4 buses that allows DMA to access the DDR memory. Then Access MM2S and Access S2MM are AXI4 stream data buses. They are used for continuous streaming of data without addresses. They used between DMA and PL side design. PL design at the transmitter side. This is PL design is for data with conversion. In this blue colored blocks are the IP cores that used in the PL side. First, after AXI DMA, data is given to AXI for stream before. It is used for clock domain crossing from 100 MHz to 7.68 MHz. Then AXI4 stream data with converter. It is used for converting 32-bit wide AXI4 stream data to 8-bit wide AXI4 stream data. It is given to FIFO generator. This will convert 8-bit wide data into 1-bit wide serial data and is used for buffering. PL design at the receiver side. Serial data is getting at the 7.68 MHz at the receiver and we are giving it to the FIFO generator code. This will convert this 1-bit serial data into 8-bit wide data. Then it is given to AXI4 stream data with converter. It will convert 8-bit wide data into 32-bit wide AXI4 stream data, and then it is given to AXI4 stream data before. It is used for clock domain crossing from 7.68 to 100 MHz and is also for buffering. And it is given to AXI DMA. This grey color is the PS side. And this is Zing SoC and DDR4. This is the simulation result. First signal is the 100 MHz clock, and in this clock, this signal is working, and this is the counter data. It is given as the input to the AXI4 stream data before. Then it is given to a stream data with converter and its output is given to FIFO generator and the FIFO generator output is the 1-bit serial data at the 7.6 MHz. This fourth signal is the serial data. This signal, the third signal is the 7.68 MHz clock signal and at that frequency we are getting the serial data output. And this fifth one is the output 32-bit wide data output at the second FIFO generate. FIFO means data stream FIFO at the receiver side. And actually this signal is running at 100 megahertz clock, but there are a lot of idle clock cycles due to which at the receiver side we are getting 1 bit at the 7.68 megahertz only, and DMA need 32-bit wide data at 100 megahertz clock. That's why there are a lot of idle clock cycles, and simulation output is getting as expected, and this complete design with that is along with PSPL interfacing is run on the code, and text data is transferring, but for video data subprogram, that is output data received at the memory is not playing correctly, and I am working on that.
Good afternoon, all the participants. Myself, Rakesh Kumar Reddy Oraganti. I am working as a senior project scientist in IIT Delhi. Here, in the topic, I am explaining about the data communication between PS to PL and PL to PS. PS means is a processor section, and PL means is a programmable section. This data communication is we are implemented in the FPGA. This is the block diagram which we have implemented for the data communication between one PC to another PC through ZCO102 board and Li-Fi link. Here in ZCO102 have two sessions, one is PS and one is the PL. PS means is a processor section. Here we are using for the processor, and here we are using it for the programmable logic design. This programmable logic design is already explained by the Sharifa in the previous presentation. In this presentation, I am explaining about the data communication between PC to PS using Ethernet protocol and PS to PL using AXA protocol in the transmitter side. And also on the receiver side, I am explaining about the data communication between PL to PS using AXA protocol and PS to PC using Ethernet protocol. How we can transfer the data through Ethernet protocol and AXA protocol, I am explaining the next slide. Here I am explaining about the Ethernet protocol. Ethernet protocol is used for the interfacing between PC to PS and PS to PC. And next I am explaining about the programming flow of execution between transmitter side and receiver side. First I am explaining about the transmitter side. Socket here PC work as a client and PS work as a server. First, I am explaining about the client at the PC. First, socket function is used for the creating the TCP/IP socket. Here, connection function, new connection we can create for the client in the client side. And the send function is send the data transfer from one send the data transfer to Ethernet client to the server. Next, I am explaining about the server programming. Socket function is used to create the TCP/IP socket here. Bind function is used for the binding the socket and server address at that function. Listen function is used for the here the socket server is in the passive mode, where it will wait for the client to approach the server to make a connection. Here wait for the client connection until to make a connection. Next, accept function is here connection is established between client and the server. After connection is establishing, the receiver function is receiving the data from here. Here after connection establishing, the data transfer the data received it successfully and sending the properly also. Here the make whole the data transfer communication between client and server. Here I am explaining about the receiver side. Receiver side we are reverse processing doing here. Reverse processing means here PS is work as a client and PC work as a server. I am explaining about the client at PS side. Socket is creating the TCP/IP socket here, and newly connection is created from the client. Send function is used for the sending the data from client to server. And another side I am explaining server side. I am explaining socket is created for the TCP/IP socket. Bind connection is used for the bind the socket and server address. Listen here, wait for the client request. Here wait for the client and Except if connection is established here, accept function is used for the connection is established between client and server here in the accept function. After accepted function is completed, the data transfer from sender to receiver is properly. This is the whole Ethernet protocol work here the properly. Here I am explaining about the AXA protocol. AXA protocol is used for the interface between PS to PL and PL to PS. And next I am explaining the programming flow of execution between transmitter side and receiver side. First I am explaining about the transmitter side. Transmitter side, the data received at the PS. After that, the interfacing between PS and AXI DMA used for the AXI light, and here the data received AXI light. After that, AXI DMA, and finally we give it to the PM. In AXI DMA, why you are using for the MM2S here? MM2S means memory map to stream conversion. This is used for the data transfer from DDR memory to the FPGA. This memory used for that one, that's why we are using AXADMA memory map to stream conversion. Same I'm doing in the receiver side also. Here the data flow is PL to AXADMA and AXI light, after that the PS. Here AXADMA used for the stream to memory map protocol. Here the stream to memory map protocol, why you are using the data transfer from FPGA to DDR memory, we are using for the stream to memory map you can use here. The AXI rate used for the interfacing between the AXI DMA and PS. That's why we can use the receive the data here. This is the whole process works on the AXI protocol. In this demo, I am explaining the data transfer between PC to ZC102 and loop back to the PC. In this demo, we are explaining about the data transfer between PC to FPGA board and looping back to the PC. Through Ethernet protocol I am explaining about here, and also we are in ZC102 board. Here also the internal loop backing I am working here. In internal loop backing PS to PL and loop backing to the PS. Here we are working on the protocol on AXI protocol. After the AXI protocol, here we are working on. To achieve these results, we developed an application. We developed an application through Linux platform using Xilinx Petalinux tools. After this application is developed here, and we are running here the Xilinx ZC102 protocol Petalinux tools here working here, and this OS we are booting through SD card boot mode. After that we are running the application here in the ZC102. Here in ZC102, after OS is coming, we are running here the server application. Server application we are running here. Here the server is waiting for the client request. If we are running the client application in PC. Here we are running the client application. After we are running the client application, the data transfer between the data is transferring from PC to ZC102, and again loop back into coming in the PC. This is the data transferring right now. It is doing here. Here in the data transferring, here we are receiving the how many bytes at a time we are sending the data from PC and receiving the data at PC. Here we are showing the data here. Here we are running the very fastly, that's why it is not displaying properly. After completing this, I will show this one. After this is the data transferring is going on here right now. After completing the data transmission, here the output video is coming here and input video is coming here. This one is the input video and this one is output video. We are displaying here and showing to the output here. This one is the input video and this one is the output video. In previously here the receiving bytes of data here 1024, and at a time we are receiving the data. After receiving the whole bytes of data here, total bytes we are received here, and sending to the total received here.